In this lecture, we're going to look at the display CSS property. This CSS property styles the element the way you want it to be displayed. It takes several property values, but only 4 of them are the most commonly used. So the first one is block. By default, several elements are predefined by the browser's default style sheet, but you need to know which elements are those. So when you set this property value, it will force the element to take up as much space as it can, and they cannot be aligned horizontally unless they are set to float with the help of another CSS property. Furthermore, it will easily let you control its width and height. So I'm gonna add a span here. And I'm gonna type, this is a span element. And I'm gonna come to the CSS file. I'm gonna add span. I'm gonna add a background color because we need to see the width differences. I'm gonna add red. And let's just take a look here. Okay, there it is. Now I'm gonna add the display property. I'm gonna add block. Let's go to our browser, refresh. The block value takes the whole space that is available in the row. Okay, that's what the block value does. Now, let's come to our HTML file. I'm gonna copy and paste 3 times or 2 times. Refresh, and you can see each element here takes up a whole row for itself. Now, I'm going to remove this. Now we're going to be looking at the inline value. The inline value is completely the opposite of the block. Several elements are predefined by the browser's default style sheet. The inline value wraps strings of text from, let's say, a paragraph without breaking the flow of the text. When multiple elements are grouped together and set to inline mode, they'll line up one after the other. But many other CSS properties won't work. For example, the width and height cannot be modified. So I'm going to remove this from span to div. Okay, let's go to our CSS file, change this to div. And I'm gonna remove this here for right now. And let's refresh the page here. And you can see this, it takes the whole space, right? Because this is a block label element. So this is the default style for this div element. Okay, so now I'm gonna change block to inline. Save it, refresh the page on the browser, and there it is. You can see it doesn't take the whole width in here. Okay, it's just wrapping the text. Now let's go to our HTML and let's copy and paste twice. And you're gonna see that they're gonna be lined up one after the other. Refresh the page, and there they are. Okay, one after the other. That's because I'm using the inline value. Okay, if I remove the inline value, you're gonna see the differences there. Each of them are gonna be on different rows. Inline block. This value is a combination of both the inline and block. However, this value behaves similar to inline. The difference is that you are able to adjust the width and height, and the element can be placed horizontally along with other elements without breaking their flows. So here I have 3 elements. Okay, Now I'm gonna come to the but let's go to the browser and just kind of see the differences there. Okay, there they are. Again, this is normal. Okay, let's go to our CSS file and let's add display display inline block. Okay, there it is. Okay, save it and go to the browser. And again, this is the best way to line up block level elements one after the other. None. The none value basically hides the element along with its children from the page, in which will not be shown visually, but it will remain present in the DOM. The DOM stands for Document Object Model. Okay, so let me how do I do it? I'm just gonna do this. The middle one, I'm gonna change it to span. Okay, and I'm gonna remove the display inline block. Okay, now you see the differences here, right? Remember that the middle one is the span. Let me just change the text in there. Okay, the middle one is the span. So when you add the display none and change this to span. Okay, refresh. And as you see here, the one in the middle is hidden now, which is the span. That is it for this lecture. In the next lecture, we're going to learn about the CSS units.